at the real deal now. Gonna kick this sorry ass out on the street. What you got? You used to think you owned the street. Well, pack your bags and your ass is dead meat.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? And welcome to week number 17 of the Lowdown Show Brand Wars on No Holds Barred WWE podcast. Wrestling podcast, actually. Wow, I just botched our name. We are your Canadian-based WWE podcast that discusses and reviews Monday Night Raw and Tuesday Night SmackDown from the past week, as well as our Twitter poll segment called the Luke Gallows Polls and WWE Headlines, where we talk about any important news in WWE. Every week, the Lowdown Show is broadcasted live on Spreaker at Spreaker.com/NHBWP. And after it is done, it is posted on our YouTube channel, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Spreaker in full. If you would like to join in on the conversation and have your thoughts, questions, and opinions about Raw and SmackDown read on the podcast, tweet us at noholdsbarredwp or by leaving a comment on the YouTube comment section below. You can follow the podcast by following us on Twitter, liking us on Facebook, and subscribing to all of our outlets, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Spreaker. I am your host, the self-proclaimed greatest host, Kyle Masters, and I am continued every week to be joined by my co-host, the boss, Mr. Corporate himself, the champ, Corporate Cappy.
How you doing?
How you doing? Guess I gotta add that champ part in since your girl now is champ.
Yep.
She got her official plates today.
The legit champ.
So she's her legit baby title. She called it something today. I don't know. She called it something on Twitter. It's like her legit title now or something like that. But anyways, yeah, we're here. We're here.
Do you have the Bray Wyatt lantern?
I don't have a lantern. No. Fortunately, I do not have one of those.
He blows out
look like a real lantern and then blow it out and then switch the bottom switch off.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. He blows
very,
out
very
electric.
clever man there, Bray Wyatt. Very clever you are.
Yeah.
But guys, Raw and SmackDown this week was interesting to say the least. So we'll just jump into it and get into the Raw review. Unreal opening to Raw this week. Is definitely, you know what, the brand wars are definitely kicking into high gear after this week. Last week we had Raw kicking the shit out of SmackDown. I mean, we were even at that SmackDown. And we can definitely even tell, I mean, it was good, but definitely Raw kicked their ass in the ratings that week.
Because they showcased the new talent that they brought up. Like, American Alpha didn't have a match, the women didn't have a match. Just didn't make sense.
Yeah. So Raw definitely kicked their ass last week,
Yep.
but this week, let's get into it here, and then we'll decide our winner this week. So let's get into Raw. On our opening to Raw, we got Sasha Banks opening up Raw. That's a change. So we have finally a women's wrestler opening the show.
Yep.
She comes out. She cuts a pretty good promo on Charlotte. I mean, great mic skills by both women. Like, Charlotte comes out, too. Really good mic skills by both these guys.
When Charlotte was like, Sasha, you're just in the one-night stand, and then Sasha's like, honey, you're the daughter of Ric Flair. If it wasn't for a one-night stand, you wouldn't even be here. Oh.
Like, ouch, man. The promo was beyond good. Like, this was so good. Like, I really enjoyed this. And then they get interrupted by Jericho. Drink it in, man.
Quiet. When did he grow the porno stash?
Yeah, he's got a little like shin beard going on too. So I don't know. I guess it's a rock star thing. We wouldn't know.
You just gotta drink it in, you know.
You just gotta drink it in, man. Drink in the stash, bro.
Yeah. She starts talking about how, Sasha, how are you a boss? You gonna write my paycheck? Or are you gonna, tell me what I'm supposed to do this week?
Yeah, and like basically he's on Charlotte's side the entire time, and they basically just rip Sasha apart. And out comes a savior for Sasha Banks, and none other than Enzo Amore.
Just by himself.
Just by himself, though. Big cast, not out yet. He comes out to be on Sasha's side, and they kind of they do this weird thing where they're like hitting on each other almost.
He's like, I got the special sauce for the mouse.
I don't know about that. To me, that was just like very, very awkward. And they just kept getting closer and like, oh, how you doing? And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Unless you plan on doing some sort of angle that these guys are going to be in a relationship, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, I guess they wanted to make them, seem like friendly together. So
that's more than friendly. That was getting a little flirtatious.
The best with Charlotte was like, oh, Sasha, you should go for it, honey. I heard when it comes to Enzo's love life, there's only one word to describe it.
Oh.
Jericho's like, "Do you want me to spell it out for you?" This was a fantastic promo by all four of them.
Oh man, it is great when you have
phenomenal.
when you at least have four people in the ring and they're cutting the promo on each other. Everyone's getting their shots in.
I like how it was the mixed tag too.
Yeah.
And then Enzo was like, or Sasha was like, "Hey Enzo, what do we got over here, huh?" And he's like, "What do we got over here?"
Couple haters.
Jericho, listening to you talk is like passing a kidney stone or something like that. And then
Enzo's
Jericho
great.
cuts the classic line on Enzo. "You better watch it." Watch what?
It. You guys can't see that, but I just got Jericho down by my co-host here. He pointed right at me.
10 out of 10 for this promo. This was phenomenal.
And Foley eventually comes out and books the first ever mixed tag match of the new era. Like,
Finally, we're getting.
when's the last time we had a mixed tag match? I don't even remember when the last time and who it was.
I remember we used to have them back in the day with like Lita and Trish and stuff.
Yeah, this is like the first time in a long time that we've had. If you guys know, leave it in the comments section because I really don't remember when the last time a mixed tag match was.
Probably Beth Phoenix and Santino versus.
Oh, it had to have been something like that.
No, it was the great feud of Fandango and Summer Rae versus Santino and Emma. Remember that?
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, so we did find it.
But that wasn't relevant. That was terrible.
That should have stayed on Superstars and nowhere else. That should have been made to Raw or SmackDown. As bad as SmackDown even was back then, it shouldn't even been shown on that.
What would have made this mixed tag match even better is if it was intergender, if the guys could have fought the women.
Yeah, I mean, WWE still wants to slightly be PG a little bit, as much as they're trying to say they're not anymore.
Sasha's come out and said that she wants to fight the men, you know what I mean? Like, she wants to, like, get down and dirty in the ring with the men, you know? She wants to kick their ass.
But again, she's not the boss entirely.
Guess not. But this was a pretty good match.
But yeah, it was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. And of course, Dana Brooke had to interfere at some point.
Dana Brooke. All I do is flex.
Like, she had to come at some point, but then she failed miserably. Like, she gets kicked or something. Like, she just drops, and we don't see her for the rest of the segment. But it's Jericho the one that distracts Sasha, which is interesting. Like, Sasha just kicks him and ends up getting distracted, and Charlotte leads into the natural selection and then picks up the victory.
Yeah, what happened was Charlotte went for a roll-up, and then Sasha countered it into her own roll-up, and then Charlotte kicked out of that, and Sasha just slapped Jericho in the face as hard as she could.
Yeah, he slapped him. Oh, my God.
It's phenomenal.
And basically causing a distraction.
Yeah, and then natural selection for the win. Great.
Yeah, but this has been a really, really good opening to Raw. Like, probably one of the best ones I've seen in a while. Raw is becoming unreal already, and it's only been 2 weeks in.
Yeah, this was really entertaining. And then after the match, Jericho gave Enzo a code breaker, and then Big Cass came out for the save.
Yeah. So it's already officially announced before this that Charlotte will get her rematch at SummerSlam, one-on-one. Now, will Dana get banned from ringside? Or is Charlotte going to be the one to come out and say, look, I can do this on my own.
I don't want you here.
I don't want you here. I'm going to get this. And then it's probably going to end up like that. Or unless Charlotte does bring Dana back into the picture, I can see her getting banned from ringside. Like, something's going to happen. And Foley's definitely going to be the one to ban her from ringside. Does this mean that Jericho and Enzo are going to feud now? Are they going to feud out of this? Because they're not going to, unless they continue this doubles feud leading into SummerSlam.
Well, then what are you going to do with Cass, though? That's the thing. Or no, I guess they teased later in the show that Kevin Owens is Jericho's
Oh, yeah, that's
backup.
right.
Remember that?
So maybe Enzo and Cass versus Owens and Jericho. That'd be a great
really
match.
Good match.
Yeah.
But
So
I want to see more Enzo and Jericho promos because they're fantastic.
Yeah. So that's that. Great opening.
Yeah.
Moving on to the... It's a match, but I don't want to say it's a match. The random Golden Truth match. And again, this week we get more Pokemon Go shit. You know what? Let me talk about something about Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
I liked. 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 I liked it. It. Not anymore. Okay, now I've gotten over it. I'll open it here and there.
Yeah.
But they're be continuing this for the second week in a row. It's terrible. They could have done something else this week, but they didn't. They had a match with the Shining Stars, even better. So we had Golden Truth versus Shining Stars.
And basically, it was just Goldust.
Who the fuck wants to see that match? Why was that on Raw? People paid good money to sit at ringside for that shit.
Well, there weren't.
And it wasn't even a match because it was basically a handicap match. Because fucking R-Truth is sitting there on the apron playing Pokemon Go. And he's doing this kind of shit where I'm like, I don't even play like that. I've seen no one play like that. It's not even playing Pokemon Go. You could have it open, but he's actually not playing. It's so stupid. This was so dumb.
Goldust was actually kicking the Shining Star's ass for most of the match. And then as he was about to tag in R-Truth, he
Of course, he's
jumped
oh
down.
yeah, I got a Pokemon over here. R-Truth cost the match while playing Pokemon Go. I even called that before. Before the match even started, I called that. And that's it.
Poor Goldust, man. Why the fuck is he doing this?
He's old as dirt. I just don't. It's like he can't really do anything. But it should have been the other way around. Maybe, why is the older man, the guy that's old by 20 years? He's got 20 years or something on R-Truth or something.
No, actually, they're both. R-Truth's only 5 or 6 years younger than him.
Really?
Yeah, R-Truth's pretty old. But still, maybe they should have had Goldust playing it this week.
Yeah,
I don't know. But I think they just gotta
scrap it. Get rid of Pokemon Go. Okay, it's enough of it.
Yeah,
we get it. It's been
it
2 weeks
week.
now.
Yeah,
it's got to go. Put them into a tag team title picture. Do a tournament or something. Just get enough. Enough with the Pokemon Go, guys.
It was funny for the first week. Now I'm just gonna get.
Now it's just terrible. It's stupid. So let's move on. Now let's move on to a really, really cool segment. I love this. It was Finn Balor and Seth Rollins in-ring promo.
Another really good promo.
So 2 good promos off the bat for Raw, and they've had 1 match. But they had 2 matches.
Count the fucking
I don't even know if I
Pokemon
count
Go match.
R-Truth match. But Finn Balor and Seth Rollins have a really, really good promo in the ring. Finn Balor sporting that Balor Club shirt. I thought they dropped his trademark. It's in his Titantron now. It's they updated it, made it. They made his Titantron kind of go into his Minitron, so it's obviously updated. So now he's wearing it, and it's got the little NXT sticker, where the WWE Authentic sticker would be for WWE shirts. It's got the NXT one, so it's still the NXT shirt. It's not WWE official, but he's wearing it. I don't understand. If they dropped the trademark, maybe Balor bought the trademark from WWE. Now he owns that trademark.
Not sure.
You have to get into that. But anyways, really good promo. Seth and Finn are really taking good shots at each other here in this promo.
Yeah.
It ends with Balor kicking Seth in the face. I just think that I want to get hype for this match, but they got to be doing something other than in-ring promos with each other.
One of them's got to interfere in someone's match or something.
Good promos by both. Seth Rollins is an unreal promo guy. He's out of the park, unreal. Balor, could use maybe a few tweaks here and there. It was okay. It wasn't the greatest. I felt like Rollins definitely overpowered him in the promo mic skills this week. But Balor kicking Seth in the face, and that's how they're ending the promo. This match is actually going to be freaking epic, though, at SummerSlam. Promos aside, wrestling-wise, this is going to be probably one of the greatest matches of all time.
And is he going to be Demon Balor for that match, probably?
I hope so. I think every pay-per-view he becomes Demon Balor. And I think we're going to see something that leads up to that. Maybe Seth starts shooting down Balor and starts pissing him off more, which leads him into turning into the demon kind of thing. So I kind of see that happening. I honestly can't tell you right now who's going to win. I can't tell you, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to think Balor's going to win, or oh yeah, Seth Rollins definitely going to kick his ass. I can't think of a clear-cut winner. It's definitely going to be match of the night at SummerSlam 100%. Unless there's another match that suddenly blows us out of the water, this is going to be match of the night.
Yeah, well, we don't know what the Ambrose-Ziggler match is going to be like, but...
Yeah. It was also announced at this point that Rollins would face Sami Zayn later on Raw, which is pretty cool. I was really excited for that when they announced that. And when they moved on for that, we had your boy, Mark Henry, getting a U.S. title match against Rusev.
He was backstage and saying that he wanted to be on the card, and Steph was like, "Oh, I'm just."
Yeah, it was actually a really, really good backstage promo by Mark Henry. This is really surprising.
She was like, "Oh, I just brought you in to put over new talent, or to be a mentor for new talent." And he's like, "No, I won't. I still got lots left in the tank. I got a spot in the Hall of Pain,
and I'm gonna take that title back to the United States of America because that's what I do."
It's actually a good promo. I thought he might win the match, to be honest, but.
Yeah,
so Rusev and Lana can go on their honeymoon, but
fresh off their marriage, Lana's dressed though.
Not PG.
Lana in that dress.
That's not PG.
That is not. I don't even know if that's PG.
It's not.
Although the match didn't go well for Mark Henry.
It did not go well.
Rusev wins again.
Yeah.
Are we in the era of the? Hang on. Are we in the era of the longest reigning champions? You got New Day were the longest reigning tag team champions. You have Miz that's like seriously becoming a longest reigning champion. He's over like almost at 200 days now. And you got Rusev, who's been U.S. champion since what? Like, when the hell did he win that title? Like, a long time ago. I'm pretty sure he's been the U.S. champion for a long, long time.
The event after WrestleMania, I think.
Are you sure?
Payback.
You sure he wasn't U.S. champion at WrestleMania?
It's Kalisto versus Ryback, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. But again, like, are we in the era of like the title reigns lasting longer than they usually used to be or usually should? It's interesting. He goes on a mic after Rusev and starts, bashing the U.S. once again and looking for more competition. And out comes someone we don't literally expect. But then when we think about it, makes sense. Roman Reigns.
The guy.
The guy has been... He's not a good guy.
Mid-card guy.
He's not a bad guy. He's the mid-card guy now. Oh my god. He comes out to face Rusev like face to face. Still getting booed. Surprisingly. I'm like, oh man, he can't catch a break.
What? I actually like real Roman Reigns in the mid-card right now.
Yeah.
Like
you know what? I thought about it for a while. I actually do like him at this stage in the card. I mean, but we all know this is due to his punishment.
Yeah, if this is his punishment, I mean, he's still going to get a mid-card title.
Yeah, and he's that's why he's not completely not the guy that WWE yet, because they're like, okay, we'll punish you by putting you in the mid-card title. You're still going to be a champion. I mean, maybe. I can't say that now yet, but you can be a mid-card champion. I kind of do like him in the mid-card. I mean, the crowd might not think so yet.
Maybe this will be his chance to get back over.
Maybe he'll get redemption. The crowd will start liking him again, but that could be a good match. Rusev versus Roman Reigns. Two really built guys instead of Rusev squashing some skinny guy again. And
I actually really like this, and it can elevate that U.S. title to be like even closer to like a world title.
Watch it become the pre-show match.
No, not
I mean, it's a 4-hour SummerSlam. There's probably going to be 1 or 2 pre-show matches. And watch Roman get demoted to the pre-show because of punishment.
The pre-show guy.
Pre-show guy.
Actually, he needs to take that from Ryback, because Ryback wins that.
But seriously, if Rusev retains again, it's going to get boring really, really fast. Like, they need, again, like you said, they need to make that U.S. title more prestigious and more relevant. It's becoming really irrelevant at this point. So they need to. I think we need a fresh champion right now.
I wouldn't say it's irrelevant. It's just getting stale. Like he keeps winning with it. That's good. But
I mean, like people,
he just needs better story.
People, I honestly, people probably forget about the U.S. title until Rusev actually appears on the show. Like, oh yeah, there's a U.S. champion.
Yeah, they just have to make us care about it again.
Yeah, but I think if Roman Reigns was the U.S. champion, people would remember it a lot. Yeah. So I think, again, it was back when like John Cena won it and when Daniel Bryan won the IC title.
Ambrose had it.
Yeah, Dean Ambrose really didn't do anything with it.
He was IC champion the second time around. My bad.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens in terms of Rusev and Roman Reigns feuding with each other, and we'll see how long it lasts after SummerSlam, or maybe Roman Reigns is put back after SummerSlam, maybe he's just punished till then.
I can't believe I'm actually looking forward to a Roman Reigns feud.
You heard that right, guys. We are looking forward to Roman Reigns here. We haven't said that since The Shield. So next on the list, Titus O'Neil versus Darren Young. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So, 2 former primetime player matches. Tag team partners. Really good chirps. I mean, they had a pre-show promo before this. Titus coming out with the better promo. I forget what he said. He's like, I just don't understand how you can make Darren Young great again if he wasn't great to begin with. Like, interesting. The match was all right though. It made it look like there was a lot of heat between the two. Like, these guys have been like together for so long now. Like all of a sudden, like they're chirping at each other and they're getting mad at each other, and it looks really good. I actually like to see this feud, and there's so much talent in Titus. Like seriously, almost the complete package. Like he's almost there. I don't know why he doesn't get pushed. It remains to be seen why.
Maybe his mic skills aren't the best.
Is he still getting punished from that Vince McMahon push? Maybe he's still getting punished.
As for the match, though,
yeah, I think it was all right. The ending with Titus winning with grabbing the tights, it only made sense. I don't know how you don't see it.
I didn't like that match.
Why?
I would have liked to see an actual ending, not just holding of the tights.
That was an ending. The match was won.
Okay, better ending than rolling up the tights.
It makes sense because they're trying to make them hate each other. In terms of making them hate each other and causing heat, you need to end the match away. You can't have it clean, or else they just go, "Okay, yeah, respect each other. Okay, we'll go our separate ways." And look what happened after that. They go backstage, and then like Bob Backlund screaming his fucking head off, about to have a heart attack at Titus O'Neil, and Darren Young's the one that comes from behind and attacks Titus, basically like a heel tactic. So I honestly think that these guys should feud, and if Darren wins the IC title, it would be
U.S. title.
Or U.S. title.
I guess.
I think that'd be a good feud to have after that with
guess
these two.
Darren Young gimmick isn't really a face gimmick with Bob, but maybe they should make it a heel gimmick.
Yeah, I think it's definitely, this is going to be the start of the heel turn for Darren Young. Just based off that, I guess we have to wait till next week and see what happens, but we'll have to see if Darren Young stays true to that heel turn, or was that just like, it was the heat of the moment kind of thing. But we'll move on. Another week of Nia Jax and another squash match. Squash match number 2. And the random jobber this week is named Ariel Monroe. Ooh, Ariel Monroe. This cool looking Alicia Fox wannabe over here. Literally, I thought it was Alicia Fox at first. Like, they both got the same face, just like this Ariel Monroe's got like a weird ass mohawk. I saw a tweet today. He's like, "Hey, what is the girl from Pitch Perfect doing wrestling in WWE?" I was dying. But whatever. This match actually lasted longer than last week's. It lasted about 5 moves quicker or faster. Or not faster. 5 moves more. Great.
Well, when is she gonna start facing?
I don't see the reason in this happening. Why does she need to squash people? Why does she not have a feud yet? There's other divas on the roster. Why isn't there anyone feuding with her? Why does she need to come out every week and squash some random person that no one's fucking heard about?
Did Britt Baker and Monroe get drafted to Raw that we didn't know about?
I don't know. I don't want to see this every week unless it is Britt Baker. She can get her redemption at getting baked. About to get baked. Like, she can have the most unreal promo. Why didn't they not sign Britt Baker? Like, it just speaks for herself, like her gimmick and what you can use as a promo. Should sign Britt Baker.
Can we talk about the other squash match that made no sense again?
Yeah.
Might as well tie it in.
I guess. So we'll tie it in again to Braun Strowman. I didn't even know who he faced this week. Like, who the hell did he face this week?
Another.
I didn't even write it down. That's how bad it was.
Another jobber.
Why does he need to squash people? I thought we were told months ago that this guy was the savior of wrestling, and now he's just squashing. Oh, he's the savior because he's squashing people. Okay. Oh, wow. Fuck. My bad, WWE. My bad.
He did like he whipped the guy, and then he did like a running splash in the corner, and then he did his finisher, which is like a backwards choke slam.
Oh, that's like the worst finishing move. How is he the savior of wrestling when his finishing move is like the worst move ever made? It's a reverse of a move that's used by like every single big guy in the WWE. What the fuck? Is Vince sitting back there going, how do we make this guy good? Oh, everyone has a choke slam. Oh, let's turn it around. Yeah, reverse choke slam. Oh, that's good. That's good. Savior wrestling right there.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to do like some kind of like leg drop off the top rope or something,
And then botch, and then we don't have to see him ever again.
We should have Braun Strowman versus Nia Jax for the battle of the squashers.
Yeah, they should each have like a side of the ring with like a million jobbers in front of them. Who can squash the most jobbers first? Like a beat the clock challenge. Who can squash
the jobber challenge?
Yeah, beat the job. Who can squash the most jobbers in like the less time? Like, god damn.
Besides Nia Jax and Braun Strowman doing their bullshit, the rest of Raw has been good for the last 2 weeks. I just don't understand why they have to do these local jobbers.
Like, I know it's 3 hours long, but why? Why even include that? No one wants to fucking see that.
To you people who comment that say
you'd rather see jobber, why?
Local jobber matches. Why? Why don't you want to see the actual wrestlers that were drafted?
Okay, maybe if it's someone brand new and we haven't seen before, but people have been seeing Braun Strowman for the last year and Nia Jax for the last year in NXT. People know who these people are. They're not irrelevant. They're not brand new. Why have showcase jobber matches? It doesn't make sense. Only get someone that's like a homegrown talent from WWE that no one's heard of, had no time in NXT, just came right from development camp and went right to the WWE and is debuting his new promo. Like when Ryback. I mean, Ryback was in before, but he was what was his freaking name? Skip Sheffield. And then he repackaged to Ryback, and people wanted to. He looked completely different.
It wasn't like Braun Strowman got repackaged. He's the same dude that he was before.
Yeah, he got a haircut. People were going to forget who he is. Well, who is that guy? Kind of looks like Braun Strowman. Same height. Who? But
yeah.
Yeah, no
Squash
jobbers.
Matches, they gotta go, man.
They gotta go. Enough with them. Moving on. Speaking of who? We have 2 members of the New Day facing the club on Raw, which is pretty cool.
The other member was banned.
They drew fruit out of a bag to determine who what to, and Xavier was lost.
With the banana.
Yeah, and they did the hilarious in-ring promo before the match where like Kofi and Big E joined oranges, and then Xavier was about to put the banana in the middle. If you guys don't know what that's forming, then you definitely are too young for the show. But then he's like, "Oh, wait a minute. We can't do that. That's not PG." But really hilarious. Again, another hilarious promo by New Day. As always, these guys are just continue to be hilarious every week in their promos, never getting stale. But Xavier Woods' parents were at ringside in his home state, and he doesn't get to wrestle. Typical WWE for jobbing someone in their hometown. So Xavier Woods in his home state, parents are actually at ringside, and he doesn't get to wrestle.
Makes sense. Did he wrestle on Superstars?
I don't know, but it ended up even being a really quick match. It was a quick roll-up victory by Big E. Another weird ending.
Yeah, but then after the match.
Yeah, but after the match, okay. So maybe they're actually saving the longer match for SummerSlam. Who knows? But the club starts attacking and demolishing a New Day. Even Xavier Woods, after he came back from being backstage, I guess they're making the club look strong. And they take Big E and they have him set up on the turnbuckle and like pull him, and he gets hit in the nuts.
He was tweeting afterwards like, "I swear, club, if you guys injured my testicles."
Yeah, but the club looking really good. I love the new logo, loving their new attire. It's the question on everyone's mind though is: are they going to join the Balor Club? Is the Balor Club actually going to be a thing? Maybe wait until after SummerSlam. I feel like they need a leader. They're just too like. You look at them and you're like, they're missing that leader. Like when Styles was with him, they need that leader figure. They can't be on their own. I can't see them. They're going to turn into like the Vaudevillains or Ascension. Like they're going to become quickly irrelevant and no one's going to care anymore. They need that leader to stay relevant.
I guess so, but 2 of them are beating up on 3 members of New Day, making them look
exactly.
Really
so that's why you need a 3rd member. Maybe it's not Balor. Maybe there's someone we're not seeing here. It's interesting.
Braun Strowman.
No, I will stop watching Raw. No. But anyways, we'll move on. Cesaro versus Sheamus. They had a backstage promo arguing to Stephen McFoley who deserves a title shot more. Foley then books them in a match to prove to them who actually deserves it more. Okay, interesting. I like that. Cesaro is so underrated. It's not even funny. I can't believe he gets basically the Dolph Ziggler status and the Dolph Ziggler treatment. And he puts up a really good match against Sheamus, out of all people. Puts up a really good match. Like, Cesaro is so good. He pulls off this, like, crazy-ass freaking counter and then puts him into a neutralizer. Like, that was, like, the craziest counter I've ever seen. On a big guy like Sheamus, that is so hard to do. You need the strength that Cesaro has to even do that. But Cesaro wins. Cesaro push.
Yeah.
He wins. Does that mean he's #1 contender?
Yeah, they also, because it said backstage whoever wins will get a title match eventually. We don't know what title.
Yeah. For one, we don't know what title. 2, is it even going to be legit? Or is he going to get screwed next week again and get the Dolph Ziggler treatment for like the next 2 or 3 years? I hope not. I just thank God Cesaro even won this match. If Sheamus won that match, I would have been so pissed. I would have been so mad because Sheamus didn't deserve anything.
What if they added Cesaro into the Rollins and Balor match?
Ooh.
How good of a match would that be?
Rollins, Balor, and Cesaro? Like, that's like match of the year before the match even freaking starts.
Yeah. That would be unbelievable.
Or are they just going to give him to, like, Rusev next week to get jobbed, and Rusev's going to squash someone else?
Yeah. And then set up Rusev versus Roman Reigns.
Oh, I really hope not. But let's move on here to interesting segment. The return of Jinder Mahal. Don't hinder Jinder.
Heath Slater trying to plead his case about bringing back 2MB.
Yeah. The hottest free agents in being 2MB, 2MB. I was like, uh-oh. I wonder if Drew's going to tweet anything about this.
Yeah, Drew Galloway on TNA now.
But Foley comes out and says there's only one spot left on the roster.
He's like, you can't break up the two-man band.
Yeah, and they're going to have a match for it. And then fucking behind Heath's back, Jinder Mahal gets the bell of the ring, and then Heath Slater turns around to like some sort of boot or sideways kick. And then Jinder wins. So Jinder's part of the Raw roster now, and Heath Slater is still a free agent. Unfreaking believable.
So much for the two-man band.
Yeah. He's a one-man band.
I honestly think when this whole thing settles, he's going to be on SmackDown.
Yeah.
He's going to be like...
There's too many people on Raw now. Yeah. He can't be on SmackDown. Or he has to be on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So, good for Jinder, I guess. We'll see what happens with that. I don't even know what you do with that guy.
I think he's just going to job to people. But...
Right. Next, we had Jericho's backstage promo about someone having his back. Kevin Owens ends up showing up and said he got his back. He calls Tom Phillips Tim. And Tom's like, no, it's actually Tim. He's like, no, it's Tom. He's like, no, it's actually Tim, you stupid idiot. I love Jericho is such a good promo person. I freaking love it.
With all these like such simple lines.
Yeah. Guy is like the best catchphrase person in the WWE by far. He beats The Rock out of the pool, 100%.
He made it and stupid idiot.
Yeah.
Over,
so what does this mean? Is Owens and Jericho, like we said before, are they going to become a tag team now?
Enzo and Cass.
That's going to be really cool to see. I really hope that actually happens. It's going to be another stacked match added to another stacked card of SummerSlam.
If you don't have anything for the two, might as well put them in a match against the tag, like a upcoming tag team.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the one good match, the most anticipating match. Ended up not being the main event. I knew like Brock Lesnar might have been near the end of the show, but Brock Lesnar in-ring promo was the end of the show. So we had Rollins versus Sami Zayn before that, and it ended up being a really good match. Like Sami Zayn, holy shit, man! This guy, every match he has is like a 4-star match. It's crazy.
But I feel like they're not gonna they're gonna push him as the guy that keeps having good matches but won't ever like get over with the title.
I feel like they left a lot out of this match too. Like there's a lot of good wrestling, but they left a lot. Maybe they're saving it for like a future 5-star world title match. Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins and pull up all the stops in that match. That's just like insane. It's just maybe they're putting Sami Zayn against Seth Rollins at this point, showing how much faith they have in Sami, because guys like Kevin Owens did fuck all tonight, and that's a guy that's basically the same level as Sami Zayn, but maybe they have more faith in Sami Zayn.
Yeah, well, Rollins was having matches with like really good wrestlers. Like, remember he had a couple with Ziggler, and now he's having one with Sami Zayn. So it's just showing like off his like that he's actually a really good wrestler as well.
Yeah, Zayn even countered 3 pedigrees in this match. 3! He countered 3 pedigrees. Like that's what the hell, man? Like that's like match of the night with Triple H-esque. Like that's when you counter his finishing move 3 times.
You know how hard that is to do in the video game?
Yeah, you know how hard it's so fucking hard. But Rollins picks up the victory by countering the haluva kick into the pedigree.
Really good match though.
Yeah, it was a really, really good match. Really well done. I really enjoyed that. For Raw, that was really good. So we'll move into that last promo. Brock Lesnar. So he's back. Paul Heyman.
Did you say it was a Brock Lesnar promo because it was Paul Heyman?
Sorry, Paul Heyman / 0.5 Lesnar
Brock
promo.
Lesnar looked like he had to take a piss throughout the whole thing.
I think he always looks like that. He always got that face on.
No, like he was just like
that's Brock Lesnar. You know, he shows off that mystique.
God.
So yeah, Paul Heyman's back. Apparently signed a new contract with WWE because their contract talks were a little shaky before this happening throughout the last couple of weeks. Lately, to Heyman trying to pursue other projects and WWE rejecting him, so maybe they came out on a deal. Typical Heyman promo to start, though. Still really, really good. And then Randy Orton shows up out of nowhere and RKO's Lesnar at the end of the promo. And just freaking bolts it out, runs up the steps, does does like a Brock Lesnar kind of taunt and everything. Does his pose,
and he was like, this was his ear. Like, what was that?
Yeah.
I didn't hear you.
And then like points to the back of his shirt, says out of nowhere,
and like he shows up on Raw, and like the security like tries to.
You got Foley and Steph run out, scary, like get him out of here. He doesn't belong here. Like I love this. Like the first superstar is the first one to jump brands in the new era, and I guess they have to do it because of this interpromotional thing. But I love this thing. I love the feud that they're having, this interpromotional matchup kind of thing, or they're jumping on each other's show. Like I didn't think we were gonna get this for a while. But
I'm liking Randy Orton finally. I never thought I'd say that, but I don't know. Maybe the 9 months off rejuvenated him. I don't know.
It was really good. This was really, really well done. I loved it. I love the direction. It's making this promo they're making this match more likable than what it was at first, and how I ranted about it last week. But I'm liking it way more and more.
Yeah, I like the intra-promotional thing going on. Yeah, it's good.
So yeah, Raw really good. Okay, so we'll get into the SmackDown part now. A little black and blue action here. Team Blue. Yep. The opening, we opened with Orton, Bryan, and Shane backstage, watching Orton RKO Brock Lesnar for what we just talked about on Raw. Shane Daniel being really disappointed, but on the back of the heads are like, fuck yeah. Says there will be repercussions.
Yeah, what the fuck are these repercussions?
I didn't even know because we didn't see any repercussions on SmackDown.
What are they going to be? Like, they fine them? Or what?
Are they going to take it a couple of weeks to thinking about it, or what?
He's just going to go take some drugs because he's part-time.
No, okay. Repercussions is you need to take more drugs. That's it. There you go. That's it. They put security all the way around the arena and had security follow Orton. This leads into The Miz interrupting Shane and Bryan after that was done and saying that he's the guy, like, I forget, he said an actor's name of the WWE, like he's, that good looking and that guy. Then Bryan books a new era triple threat match to determine the number one contender for the IC title. And it would be Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin versus Kalisto.
Why was Kalisto in this match?
New era, I guess.
Where the fuck was Del Rio on this card?
Oh, yeah, but he's not New Era.
Doesn't matter. Why is he not in this match? Why is he not in this match? Even if he wasn't going to win the match?
Well, I did read in the last couple of days with news that there's been some contract disruption in him. Doesn't know if he's going to sign in September, October, but...
He has an opt-out clause.
Yeah, maybe he's...
Fuck,
maybe
if I were
WWE
him, I'd opt-out too if I'm not even getting on the card of SmackDown.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Anyways, going to the opening segment, Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose had an in-ring promo. It was a really good promo, actually. We actually finally see the fire and aggression coming out of Ziggler. Stuff we haven't even seen come out of Ziggler before, which is awesome. He's really getting the crowd behind him.
Ambrose got him fired up at first because Ziggler was all like, you and I are we're really similar. And Ambrose was like, no, we're not. Because I scratched and clawed my way to get here and you didn't. And then that just set Ziggler off.
Yeah, because it's not true. Ziggler did basically the same thing. He jobbed for the last 4 years to get where he is.
I love how they inputted him talking about the Spirit Squad.
Oh my god, yeah, this Spirit Squad reference.
It's like, I was in a green jumpsuit.
I was a male cheerleader.
But I really like this ruthless aggression.
Yeah, I love it. I love it that Dolph is finally showing this fire behind him, and the crowd's definitely getting behind Dolph. This is what they needed to do in order to get Dolph Ziggler over on Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is already over, so it's great that they're getting Dolph Ziggler over on Ambrose. But after Dean walks away, something that surprised the shit out of me, it made SmackDown a whole lot better. Bray Wyatt appears, and Sister Abigail's Dolph Ziggler. Holy shit. When I seen this, I was like, no fucking way. Really? Bray Wyatt? Are you serious? Wow. That complete swerve. Bray says he's not worthy, Dolph's not worthy to be called the champion and to challenge for the title. He challenges Ziggler to a match. And if Dolph wins, he's proved himself worthy. But if Bray wins, he gets Ziggler's spot at SummerSlam.
And Dolph agrees to this.
And Dolph agrees. Hold up here. First of all, again, this is almost like burying Ziggler again. Because we know it's not real story. It's story writing. So they're basically story writing Ziggler to almost get jobbed again. Typical WWE. He can't get given a clean shot. He's got to have turmoil and interference in between his title shot. But I love that Bray getting added to it, though, to the picture. It's huge for him. Gets him over as that top guy on SmackDown.
Top heel, yeah.
Yeah, so that's great. I can't believe that happened.
So
but yeah, like he had a chance. He had a chance to just have his title shot clean, not go through the match. But he told that to Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon, that he wants to prove himself, that he is the guy to do that.
And he was saying that, you guys don't believe in me either, so screw you, and then left.
So yeah, that's interesting. We'll get into that later. We'll get into the first match is the New Era Triple Threat. Baron Corbin, Apollo Crews, and Kalisto. It was announced earlier that the winner of this match will be the number one contender for the IC champion. Miz is at ringside. Great, getting on the mic and being the annoying fucking little pest. I really rather hear Mauro Ranallo talk than the Miz the entire match, where he's just
my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut.
Yeah, Mike, when Ranallo talks, you go shut. You shut the hell up when Ranallo is talking and commentating a match, because he's a fantastic commentator, probably one of the best ones since Jim Ross, so you shut up when he's talking. Another weird finish. Like, there's a couple of weird finishes tonight on SmackDown. It kind of looked like it wasn't supposed to end that way. Like, Apollo Crews had him in a roll-up, and, like, after the count of 3, he still had him in the roll-up, which is weird. Didn't break out until, like, 2 seconds after the count of 3 was counted. So, I don't know what was going on there, but Apollo Crews wins. As much as, I like Apollo Crews winning, but, it sucks for my boy Baron Corbin.
Corbin will get his shot. If a face becomes the champion, he will get a shot.
Yeah,
you can't have two hardcore heels.
Yeah, you're right. But Apollo wins. He will face Miz at SummerSlam for the IC title. I love it. I love that he's getting his shot. He deserves it. Hell of a talent, Apollo Crews. That's going to be one sick IC championship
they're really
match.
Pushing Apollo Crews. Won the Battle Royal last week to get in the six-pack.
Yeah, so maybe he's definitely looking like they want him to be one of those top guys on SmackDown. And why not? He's fucking unreal. Like, this guy's probably one of the best talented people on SmackDown right now.
After the match.
Oh.
Your boy gets in there.
Yeah, the Miz gets in there first and gives a what's this? His finishing skull-crushing finale to you should call it something else. He's more of a movie star person. Skull-crushing finale doesn't really sound that great, but Baron Corbin's the last one standing, given the end of days, the best finisher ever to the Miz, the champ, and then 2 arms in the air. Yeah, buddy. Baron Corbin staying strong.
See what they do with him.
We gotta get into this next part here, and I'm gonna be ranting a little bit here, so I gotta take my drink of water.
You're gonna be ranting.
Yep.
I'm gonna want to rant on this too.
The women's division on SmackDown this week was absolutely atrocious,
Pathetic.
So let's start things off. We're supposed to have Becky Lynch versus Eva Marie, not Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, Natty, or any other diva on SmackDown. Eva fucking Marie.
Her entrance takes 5 minutes.
Her entrance is longer than Undertaker's entrance. And that's long. So we got her entrance, okay? Right before the match even starts. So she gets in the little ring, she does her whole thing, does a stupid blow kiss, which is fucking terrible.
Takes off her robe.
Takes off her robe, looking like she's going right into a Pornhub porno. And she's like grabbing her thigh or her hamstring area and starts playing an injury before the match even starts. So the ref goes over and ponders to her and then calls the match. What in the actual fuck?
Becky was just sitting there like, what the hell is going on?
I had the same reaction as Becky. So hold up. We actually could have had a better match with another diva and something worth watching, but we had this biggest waste of time that I will never get back, ever, in watching her 18-hour-long entrance and then supposedly, hoping it's real, have a thigh or a hamstring injury.
And if it wasn't real, did they really just not want to have her wrestle?
Like, why? I don't understand this. Is this like showing how much faith they have in Eva Marie? Is it that bad?
If they want us to believe in her, this is not going to help her cause at all.
This was garbage. I'd rather have seen WLC match part 2. I'd rather have seen that than this garbage.
This made the R-Truth Pokemon Go match like a 5-star match.
Literally. If this doesn't prove the faith that WWE has in this girl, which is terrible, I don't know what else we're supposed to see. Like, that was so bad. Like, I don't understand Eva Marie. I don't. She just needs to go. They need to play this injury as like it's the worst injury in WWE history and just have her go.
That's how
just
bad she is. She injured herself on her own entrance.
I can't even talk about this anymore. I'm just so frustrated how they even put Becky Lynch out of anyone. They could put Naomi in there. She's less in the rankings than Becky, but they had to have Becky in there and not wrestle. Why didn't she wrestle? Becky's their top fucking star.
Like, we already know that Raw's division's so much better, but you're not helping SmackDown's cause with this fucking crap they had on Tuesday.
I don't even know what that was. I can't even call that an entrance.
The second match.
I can't call it a segment. I can't call it anything. I call it, I just turned the channel to garbage. Okay, got to change the channel to not garbage. Got to turn on the volume on this trash.
And then the second match looked promising backstage with Natty and Carmella having like a backstage thing.
Yeah, we'll get into that. So this is the second thing. So they have a backstage promo in the SmackDown. I don't even know what the hell that is.
Panel?
A table with everything else like a green screen.
It's called Smack Talk or something.
I don't even know what that is. And then like they have this little argument from, okay, we're going to see a real match. No! We don't even see a goddamn match.
Carmella comes out to do her entrance, and then Natty
just attacks her, and it gives her the fucking sharpshooter. What the what?
So what? Two matches that didn't even happen.
I don't understand. If they're trying to make the women's division on SmackDown good like Raw, why not have at least one match?
They had
have
two
a match
that didn't start.
Who in the blue fuck, no pun intended, who in the blue fuck book this shit? Who?
Is Michael P.S. Hayes running SmackDown?
Is it Michael P.S. Hayes?
Look, we hear Biker Taker getting mad outside. You know what I mean?
He's ferocious. He's ripping it up out there. He's going to put someone in.
No bias or anything, but where the fuck was Alexa Bliss? Where's my girl on SmackDown? Why didn't she get a match? Why the fuck did Eva Marie get a hamstring spot in a match that didn't start? She could have had Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch. That would have been a good match. What? Like, why aren't they wrestling?
I don't understand.
Like, even last week. Like, I know Natty and Becky had a match, but then afterwards, all the women came out and cut, like, a 2-second promo each.
Yeah.
They just got to start wrestling. This is pathetic.
This is 2 weeks in a row where we're not getting anything. We need something better. They need to do something. Like, there's rumors of Victoria coming in. We'll see. Hopefully that makes it elevated, but we'll have to see.
Move on.
Step it up, SmackDown. Step it up. So let's get into something cool we can talk about and exciting. American Alpha's debut, baby, where we should have seen it last week in Buffalo because the crowd in Nashville, in Tennessee, sucks ass.
I hear crickets right now.
Like, American Alpha made their entrance. I heard like 5 people cheering.
They couldn't even find a sign to like show like an American Alpha fan.
They did. The one guy at ringside had it.
They had a dude with an American Alpha shirt, just going like this.
No, they had the guy at ringside. He had the towel sign, and there was another one that said "Ready, Willing, Gable." But those are the guys that paid like $3,000 to sit there and know what they're talking about. And those are the actual 5% of people that were actually cheering loud. That's not their fault that the other 95% of people going, "Oh, they're just casual fans." Go, "Oh, this looks like a cool tag team." Well, I'm not gonna clap. We'll see how they do. No, do your fucking research. Watch NXT and see that these guys are the most unreal tag team to ever come out of NXT or come out of anywhere.
Our sign would have got on for sure. I'm so fucking mad.
But we had, we had something to look forward to. It was awesome. These kids are unreal. Future tag team champions, 100%. They could even become the greatest tag team ever. Dare I say it? Dare I say it? They faced the Vaudevillains. They
squashed the Vaudevillains.
So we're guessing this is punishment for the whole Simon Gotch and Sin Cara
Coke bottle thing.
Coke can incident.
Yeah, fuck the Vaudevillains.
So okay, I was cool with that. Good match by Double A, picking up the victory. I'm so hyped for these guys. Like, I just love these guys. I listen to their theme like almost every single day, like on repeat. Like, these guys are so good. These are my favorite tag team. And like another guy said in another podcast, Jason Jordan probably has the best drop kick in history. And I agree. I went and seen it back. This guy has like literally perfected the drop kick. Like, for a guy his age, these young guys his age, to perfect the dropkick, they're going far in WWE. I guarantee you, I hope Vince sees the dollar signs in these guys, because these guys are unreal. And they're the future of the WWE in tag team.
They might even get a singles push down the line. We'll see.
I hope so. But right now, they're perfect as tag team, 100%.
Chad Gable did that move off the top rope where he hit both vaudevillains.
Yeah, he's so good. They're both unreal. That's why I don't understand. Like, these guys are so good.
Wrestlers.
They're awesome. I love it. I love these guys.
They're like a better version of the world's greatest tag team. As much as I love Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas, I feel like these guys are going to be better.
Yeah. They need better tag teams, though. They have to start doing something with the tag team division on SmackDown for these guys to stay good. They can't keep facing the same people every week, so hopefully something happens. So Double A, fantastic. Moving on to Styles and Cena's promo in the ring. So these guys look like they're going at each other for like maybe the final time, hopefully.
One-on-one match.
I knew we were going to get that last rematch, the rubber match.
At SummerSlam.
And we thought it was going to be for a title, but it's not, I guess. So Styles starts talking about how much he hates John Cena, and he gets into this like crazy promo where it's like CM Punk like he's just like ripping John Cena apart about all his fans.
He's like, I hate the fans and I hate you parents for letting your your kids
and he calls the crowd delusional. He also calls John Cena delusional. Of course, John Cena comes back with some good promo work, but like classic Cena, just like saying the same old shit he says all the time.
I fight for that kid right there on his dad's shoulder.
And even I love how Styles even points like, there you go, John Cena saying the same old crap he says every week. I love this. Like, that was such good promo work by both these guys. We're finally seeing some good promo work by AJ Styles. I loved it. It wasn't the best, but it was definitely better than what we've seen before. Styles ends up challenging Cena to another fight at SummerSlam. No club, no excuses, just one-on-one. But I do feel that there should have been a stipulation match added, or like a stipulation for this match, because I mean it's not for the titles that they originally intended. Like SmackDown originally intended to get that new title, the Universal one, and Cena and Styles were going to fight for it, but plans have changed. So now they're just going to fight each other one-on-one. I feel like there should have been a stipulation, maybe like an I quit stipulation or a last man standing, something added to this match. Maybe we haven't seen it yet.
I guess they just wanted that. That classic one-on-one match for no title.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems bland of a rematch. Like, we've already seen them one-on-one twice, but I guess they're doing
the last
whole...
one didn't end clean. The club got involved.
Yeah. Maybe something gets added. We'll see. If it's one-on-one, then good. You know what? These guys put up two really, really good matches. Nominees for Match of the Year, for sure. So hopefully we have something in store. If not, I'll be happy. We'll move on to Randy Orton facing Fandango.
And we realized why this match happened. Because
at the end. But at first I'm like, what the hell is this?
Like, why is Fandango getting a match?
Like, security's all around ringside. I'm like, I feel like I'm watching the greatest main event match in the history. Like, this, if Randy Orton and Fandango are in main event, I'd be like, whoa! This is like really good. But this is on SmackDown Live. And this is your main event? Randy Orton versus Fandango. Okay, sure. So they have a match. Crowd's actually like on Randy Orton's side too for like most of the match. I'm like, oh, okay. So the crowd's really getting behind Orton. They love him. Orton's setting up for the RKO, but then Brock arrives at ringside, and we're like, yes. Brock returns to SmackDown. They're doing more of this interpromotional shit. He gets to the ring. RKO's Fandango turns around into the F5, and then Brock's left standing tall. I love this shit. I love this interpromotional shit. Yep. They did it's so good. I know a lot of people are going to say like it's early because it's really early in the brand split, but no, the way they're doing it right now.
It's a major pay-per-view that's coming up, so.
And the way they're doing it right now is great. They could have done some stupid like Golden Truth appearing on SmackDown or some stupid crap like that, but they're doing the way they're doing it with Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar. It's making their match more anticipating.
And like coming through the crowd, through the security and shit, like that was cool. It's not like they're already backstage waiting, But
I hope and think that this is going to be the last time we're going to see this type of work for this feud. After SummerSlam, I don't think we're going to see any of that crap maybe till Survivor Series or a long time, because they can't let that get out of hand or else the brand split means nothing. So I think this is going to be the last time we're going to see this.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar's had enough appearances this week for another 2 months.
Definitely. So yeah. So you know what? As much as Raw was good and SmackDown had its moments, I mean, I'm going to go with SmackDown this week.
Really?
Yeah, I'm picking SmackDown, but I'm giving SmackDown a 3.6, and Raw's getting a 3. It's going to be very close, 3.5. out of 5.
I have to have Raw win this week.
Why?
Because the women's division on SmackDown was pathetic.
Yeah.
That dropped it down to...
Well, I mean, if that was good, then I would have had them in the high 4s, but because it was bad, I give them a 3.6 and Raw 3.5.
They had 2 chances at a match and didn't have 1 match.
Yeah.
So,
I'm giving SmackDown the edge this week for sure.
Besides taking out the women out of it, it's debatable. SmackDown won it. But with the mixed tag match with Sasha and Enzo, I have to give it to Raw. Because the women's division was pathetic on SmackDown and there was no Alexa Bliss, so it loses.
Going to the Tide bias there, but okay, Raw wins for you. All right, so we'll quickly get into the Luke Gallows poll segment of the show, guys. Our Twitter poll segment where we read off some fun WWE polls. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so here we are, the Luke Gallows polls. Before we do the Luke Gallows polls, I totally forgot about our tweets of the week.
Oh.
So let's get into it. This one comes from Iron Gamma, at GammaNU1 on Twitter. His thoughts about Raw: thought it was good, but not great, but still a decent show. All right, thank you, Iron Gamma. And his thoughts about SmackDown: he says it was a good show with some good matches, but what they did with the women's division is ridiculous. I have to give it to Raw this week.
I agree with that.
Iron Gamma gives it to Raw this week. He's on the corporate Cappy side. Next week comes from Chuck Wilson at CWilson3124 on Twitter. He's talking about SmackDown in one word: confusing. Ziggler using an exposed buckle. Women's matches? ? You know what? I kind of agree with that. I forgot that Ziggler used the exposed buckle to win the match. Really weird situation how he won that way. Didn't win cleanly.
Hey, it's saying that he's willing to do anything to win.
Yep.
And the women's matches, you can't even call them matches.
Yep.
So we'll move on.
He also thought on SmackDown that his thought of the night, basically, with no tag title, will American Alpha be wasted on?
Well, according to Daniel Bryan on Smack Talk afterwards,
Yeah.
they are going to bring back a title eventually.
Mm-hmm. So thank you, Chuck Wilson. Next one's at Real Michael Chow. Is the WWE having Reigns push the U.S. title like Cena and Bryan did in the main event push over?
Elevated. I like it.
Mm-hmm. So thank you, Michael Chow. So we'll get into the polls, guys, at Fun WWE Polls. Thank you again for the polls and letting us steal them for our Luke Gallows poll segment. So guys, go check them out at Fun WWE Polls. They do some awesome polls on Twitter. You can vote and interact with every week, every day. I love these guys, so shout outs to them. First poll: which one of the commentary teams was better this week? So Raw or SmackDown? With a total of 219 votes, Raw won 64% to 36%.
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, because Corey Graves and Mike Cole are getting better. They're getting really, really good.
I really like
JBL's
Corey
kind of thinning out a little bit. It kind of sucks.
JBL, I'm kind of losing faith in him, man.
Yeah.
Next one.
See if I can flip this. I don't know what the hell just happened to the screen. There we go.
There we go. Which one of these superstars will become the first SmackDown Live champion?
In terms of divas.
Okay. Eva Marie, Becky Lynch, Naomi, and Alexa Bliss. And the winner with 64% was Becky Lynch. This had 210 votes.
Yeah.
The fact that Alexa Bliss was only 5% higher than Eva Marie, I question these fans if they're actually like brain dead.
That was terrible. I expected Alexa Bliss to be higher than it, especially Naomi's right there. I expected Naomi and Eva Marie to be down in like the 5 and 4%.
How does Eva Marie even get 10% of that fucking quiz?
She needs to get 0.5%, or not even a vote.
After you saw what she did this week,
those are the Eva Marie fans that she supposedly has, the 13-year-old boys.
Why not? But that was pathetic.
Moving on, should American Alpha be aligned with the returning Shelton Benjamin?
I like that.
192 votes, 51% says yes, 49% no. So split right down the middle.
I like him coming back as like a mentor for them.
Yeah, I mean, like he was like one of the members of the greatest tag team. It's not exactly Kurt Angle, but Shelton Benjamin could be like that good manager for them.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll do that. Oh, next poll. Again, my screen keeps screwing up.
Which one of these teams is the tag team of the year so far on SmackDown? The New Day, Anderson and Gallows, Enzo and Cass, and Breezango. Wait, sorry. I said SmackDown Live, so I got confused. So it's for both shows combined. 187 votes. How the fuck is Breezango in this poll? Anyways, the winner was New Day with 53%.
100%. New Day. I mean, Enzo and Cass could be literally the runner-up, but New Day's been just, like, unreal.
How do you put Breezango in this poll? Golden Truth should have been in that.
I don't know. Like, into the last poll, guys. What's your opinion of squash matches on Raw? This got a total of 144 votes. Thumbs up, 62%. Thumbs down, 38%. How do you guys like squash matches?
I'm not even going to talk about this anymore. I'm done.
But that's it, guys. That's our Twitter poll segment. That's going to be it for the rest of the show. Thanks for tuning in
this week.
Yep. So, guys, thanks for tuning in to the Lowdown Show on No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast Brand Wars. You can go ahead and like this video on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on Spreaker. Subscribe to us also on iTunes and SoundCloud. We are everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. You can also follow us on Twitter at noholdsbarredwp, where we tweet every week. You can check us out, and that's where we'll be putting our tweets for thoughts on Raw and SmackDown. So go check us out and follow us on there. Guys, as always, I'm your host, the self-proclaimed greatest host, Kyle Masters. And every week, continue to be joined by my co-host, the boss, the champ, Mr.
baby.
Corporate himself, Corporate Cappy.
How you doing?
And how you doing? And we are always here reminding you to keep it on the Lowdown.
What you gonna do about it? Is that what you got? So what you gonna do about it? Gonna kick your sorry ass, but what you gonna